Hey, Serena.
Hey, Emily.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You doing okay? Me too.
You know,
It's been a long day.
it's been a long day. I tried to, be a Prime Day girly, get us some new mics,
Yeah.
and
We've had the most technical difficulties.
we've spent the last, I think, we're pushing 45 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
Trying to get these microphones set up. I could only get one set up, so we're using one right now.
That's
so
okay. We're sharing. Sharing is caring.
sharing is caring. So if you are a tech expert,
A woman in STEM.
a woman in STEM.
At this point, we'll take a man.
I'll take a man in STEM. I will just take somebody that can tell me how. So I don't even want to get into it because it's actually making me mad. Anyway,
That's okay. We'll change the subject.
We're moving on.
What Taylor Swift song have you been listening to recently?
Okay, so in this episode, we're gonna be talking about the Eras Tour movie, obviously, and I have been listening to My Tears Ricochet nonstop since seeing that movie because it just does something to my soul.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the performance nails it too.
No. Yeah. Like I just can't.
I get it.
What have you been listening to?
I'm still in my Red era, so I've been listening to nothing new a lot. I'm also entering my seasonal depression era, so it's just been one of those.
Yeah. So I always loved The Lucky One. Like that was always a red song. I know a lot of people don't like it. It was just a song that for some reason I always just liked. And I feel like Nothing New is the upgraded version of The Lucky One.
Okay. I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I support that song choice.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just sad. And I've been going through, we'll talk about this obviously, but there are things in the movie that I'm noticing about the tour that I didn't notice before because we're getting it up close. So I've been going back through my videos of the tour and rewatching them, and just getting to see Nothing New with Phoebe Bridgers was just so crazy. And I think I moved on too quickly from it.
I am so glad that they did that.
Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah.
They really didn't have to. And they did.
They really didn't have to. The set list was long enough. We didn't need, but...
And I'm grateful.
And it was such a spiritual experience to just be there in an open air stadium and hearing just such a good song.
Would you have rather Nothing New or Nobody No Crime?
Nothing New for sure.
Same. I'm so glad. No hate to Nobody No Crime. Actually, a little bit of hate to Nobody No Crime, to be honest. But I am really excited to talk about the tour.
Yeah.
Movie.
Me too. I think I would have been... I'm glad that I went to a show that had one of those two openers, though, because anyone else, she doesn't have a song with them, isn't adding a song with Taylor's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So I'm glad, even if it was Haim, I think I would have,
I would have enjoyed it.
You're right. I would have enjoyed it regardless.
But we got an addition to the set list. They got something taken out.
Oh my god, you're right.
But it's because they had Long Live. We didn't have Long Live yet. Long Live yet.
Right.
So that's why.
You lose some.
Yeah. Truly, you win some and you lose some. So how many times have you seen the Eras Tour movie?
Just once.
I've been 3 times.
I respect it. I wish.
Okay, so the reason I've been 3 times, because it hasn't even been out for a week yet, was because my best friend bought tickets for opening night. And then I wanted to take the kids because their mom really wanted to go to the concert. My mom really wanted to go to the concert. And it just the cookie didn't crumble that way. So I bought tickets for me, my mom, the kids, and their mom. And so then that was for Sunday. And then this woman just said,
Taylor. I was
yes,
the woman.
the woman decided, we're changing opening night. So then I was like, well,
Now I have
to.
Yeah.
So one of my friends who I didn't have tickets with and didn't go to the tour really wanted to go. So I was like, all right, we'll go opening night.
I'll go with you, yeah.
So that's how I ended up at 3 showings of the Eras Tour movie.
That's totally respectable.
And I have tickets to go see it at the drive-in in a couple weeks.
Oh, good. That'll be fun.
I'm really excited.
That'll be good.
Yeah. So.
I'm sure I'll see it more. I don't know. This past week has just been so busy.
Did you get a tin?
Yes. This was awful. Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah.
My showing was at 8:30 on Friday.
Okay.
And I go with my sister, and I'm like, Abby, we have to leave the house at 6 o'clock. Like, if I don't get this tin, and I'm picking up a tin for a friend of mine too, and I'm like, if we don't get this tin, like, my world is gonna be over. It's gonna be awful. And she's like, relax. Like, they have enough for opening weekend. Why wouldn't they? Blah blah blah. So I wanted to go at 6, and she's like, you're absolutely insane. We're not doing that. So I'm like, fine. We ended up leaving at 7. The place was a half hour away. Whatever. We get there around 7:30. The line for popcorn is so long.
I did not have this experience
Oh
at
my
any of the
God.
shows I went to. I could have bought the tin every night I was there. Well, actually, there weren't any on Sunday. I did get 2 in case you didn't get one.
I appreciate that. I was fighting for my life out there. I was so nervous because we get in there and the line is so long. Not a single person is walking away with a tin. Everyone has buckets of popcorn, and just like regular buckets of popcorn. And I'm like, Abby, my world is ending. This is not good. But they had cups, so we're like, okay, like I'll at least get a cup. I know she wanted a cup too.
Yeah.
So we get in line, and I'm like, thinking about how devastated I'm gonna be. And we get up there, and there's maybe 10 people in front of us, and we see them bring out a stack of tins.
If I was those people that didn't get a tin and they had more, I would be livid.
I know.
Like beside myself angry.
Yeah.
Not because I care about the tin that much, but that's annoying. If they're available, why are they not out here?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, there's no way a truck just showed up and delivered these. Like, where were they?
No, they were in the back and nobody felt like going to get them.
Right.
And a manager was like,
I guess
go
I should
get them.
the tins. Yeah, literally. So I was pissed about that. So whatever, we go up. I buy 3 tins and I buy 3 cups. And then the cashier looks at her manager or whatever. She's like, oh, that was the last 3 cups. Like, we're out of cups now. And me and Abby were like, oh my God.
Wow.
Like,
And that was on Friday?
yeah.
That's crazy. When I went Thursday, it wasn't even a problem. I got 2 sets. It was like not even a thing. And then when I went on Friday, I went to a Cinemark, not an AMC. So they had a different popcorn bucket. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. It looked like a paper bucket, but they said it wasn't. I'm not sure. Question marks about that.
Oh, you didn't
But
get
it
so
wasn't
you
like
don't
the
know what
pink
it
tin.
felt.
I didn't get it. I already had the pink tin, so I
I
didn't
don't
get it.
remember who was doing it, but it was more of like a bucket, like a plastic bucket.
No, it wasn't the
wasn't
plastic
that?
bucket with the handle.
Okay.
It looked like a paper popcorn bucket just with the tour decal on it. But my friend got it, and I should have asked to like touch it, but I didn't. I was like, "Is it paper?" And he was like, "No, it's plastic, but it does look like paper."
That's so weird.
I don't know.
There's been so many different variations of these buckets I don't understand.
The pink tin is superior, though. Not
The
gonna
pink
lie.
tin is absolutely superior. I was like, I just need it. Oh.
I decided I'm gonna put a plant in mine and make it a
That's a cute idea.
make it a plant holder.
I have no idea what I'm gonna put in mine.
Yeah, and I'm just like gonna put it on my shelf behind us.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, thanks. Have you seen the mania about the lids that fit the cup?
No.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'm in a Facebook group, and there's like our equivalent to a Wawa just elsewhere in the country
Sure.
that has reusable lids that fit this cup.
Mm.
And this girl posted and was like, one of these gas stations is by me. I can get people the lids, like just like whatever. You pay like Venmo me, whatever, and I'll mail them to you. There was 96 comments.
Oh my god.
And I was like, this girl did not sign up to buy 96 lids.
No, that's crazy.
I can't wait for companies to start making lids to fit the cups because know they're going to.
Yeah.
Anything to capitalize on the mania.
Are they like? I'm trying to understand because if you're getting a lid for it, you want it to like screw on. These just like sit on.
No, I think they are like screw-on lids. I'm not sure.
Huh.
I don't know. I didn't look that much into it because I don't really care about having a lid for it.
No.
It's not a cup I'm gonna take outside of my house anyway.
Did you get the large one or the regular one?
I got the large one.
Me too, and it's way larger than I thought.
It is massive.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna drink my iced coffee in this every day. I made coffee. It filled up like a fourth of it, and I was like, oh my god.
It's a massive cup.
It's so big.
It reminds me of the cups that like your parents would have in the shower when you were a kid to like rinse your hair.
Oh my god. Yeah, literally. It's way too big. I'll probably never use it. Maybe I'll put stuff in it, like
maybe I'll store my bracelets in it or something.
yeah,
Something. Pens, makeup brushes, I don't know, something.
All I know is that I needed it and I got it. And we felt like an idiot carrying these massive tins. Because our theater also gave us the tins and then gave us popcorn separate. Like, they didn't put it in there.
Yeah, so when I went to AMC on Friday, they put, like, it had like a trash bag liner in it,
Yes.
and they put the popcorn bucket, like the paper popcorn bucket, in it.
Yep.
So I ended up taking my tins out to the car because I was like,
That's so smart.
I don't want to be sitting here with this. Like, this is annoying.
My theater also made us scan our tickets to get in.
Same.
Oh, okay.
There was no like going in to like buy tins if you didn't have tickets, which would kind of suck if you couldn't make it on Friday to a show or couldn't get tickets to Friday. But I don't know. But I do have an extra tin, so maybe we'll do a giveaway.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because I feel like still a lot of not a lot of people were able to get one.
Yeah, I have a set tin in a cup.
Amazing.
All right. We just made this plan right now. So let's get into the movie. What?
You want to talk about the premiere?
Yeah, let's talk about the premiere.
The last time we recorded, it was the morning that the premiere was happening.
Yeah.
So we haven't even gotten a chance to like.
So her outfit was such a slay.
It was so cute. When she posted that photo, like I wasn't expecting her to post a photo before going. I was expecting to see like on the timeline just like photos. When she posted it, the noise that I made.
That dress, I'm not kidding, is like top 5 for me of things she's ever worn.
Yeah.
I will say though, the hair I wasn't giving for me.
Oh, I loved the hair.
This is one thing. I think Taylor Swift is legitimately the most perfect human being on planet Earth. Like, she does no wrong, but her hair is like just it just doesn't really give what I want it to give a lot of the time.
No, that makes sense. I felt the opposite about this though. Like I also am never really a fan of her hairstyles, but this one I felt like it didn't take away from the dress. It looked great pinned up like that.
I do agree that it didn't take away from the dress, but I almost wish she would have just cut her hair. Like so many people are like, oh my gosh, she cut her hair. I'm like, to me it is so obvious that she didn't cut her hair.
Absolutely, especially because the strands in the front, like she still had like hanging out, and they were much longer than the bob. It's like,
wait, I'm like,
it was pretty obvious.
I don't know. I just like a pretty like loose updo would have been better for me.
Okay,
but her makeup,
so good. Her makeup has been incredible.
I love her like current makeup artist.
Yeah.
And, like, not many people can pull off a powder blue eyeshadow like that. And sis was giving what I needed her to give.
She was glowing. It was perfect. It was a great outfit. The dress to me looked like a, like, what am I trying? Like a quilt. Like, I just wanted to wrap myself around it. I'm like, this looks comfy. Yeah. But also, my only issue was, like, the random holes in it.
I liked it. It was an Oscar de la Renta, which she loves. Oscar de la Renta. Loves.
Yeah.
This is a sidetrack, but you know one of my favorite parts of the movie were the credits where we got to find out where all the outfits are from.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I did. I was so excited. It was something I was always wondering about. I love clothes, if you don't know that about me. So I was just like dead on like the designers. Like I wanted to know. And it's in the credits.
That's good. Yeah. Wow.
So thanks for that, Tay.
I know a lot of the designers have posted videos of like the process of making the outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is cool to watch.
So cool.
But I don't know anything about designer clothes or anything like that.
So yeah, the premiere was crazy. There was so many fans there.
Yeah.
And not us.
I've got to say, like, we knew the premiere was happening. We knew fans were invited. I knew I was going to, like, see people at the premiere that I recognized, like, from the internet. But nothing prepared me for, like, the absolute depression that I entered.
When the whole TL was there and you were not.
The whole timeline. And it was just so, like, I was being so mean. I was tweeting some, like, ridiculous things. I was like, this is so stupid. Like, I don't ever want to see another picture of you with Taylor ever again. Like, I was being so harsh. But when I look back at it, and, like, I'm really, really glad that there were a lot of fans there and that she took the time to meet them and, like, actually invite real people from the internet who, like, support her. Like, that's great. And I really am happy for everyone.
Yeah, I don't think I realized that, like, Taylor Nation was inviting people. I knew they were doing the whole Spotify thing, but a lot of the people were Taylor Nation invites. There wasn't a lot of Spotify people there.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it was hard to see so many people there. Like, when you have just been, like, literally screaming about how much you love her for years and, like, whatever. But I will say, it gave me hope of, like, no, like, there will be more opportunities to meet her. because even in the last episode we were saying how we don't think secret sessions will be a thing anymore.
Yeah.
This changed my mind, to be honest.
Oh.
She freaking eats up fan interaction.
She does. I don't think she'll do a secret session like come to my house, but I think she does have events like this. I think she will invite fans for sure. Because this was very easy. Like she literally just went down the line 2 seconds each and like took pictures. Like that's easy for her to do. I feel like that's manageable. But inviting people to your house and orchestrating that whole thing when you're the biggest star in the whole world is a little difficult. But I do have hope for the future. It was just really hard for me to see because like I've been on the internet making Taylor Swift content now, like consistently for 3 years, and I've made a lot of friends and there's a lot of like familiar faces on there, and it was just so hard seeing all of them because it was so conflicting to be like, I'm doing the literal same thing you're doing.
I know. There was a lot of Twitter people there. A lot. Like there wasn't a ton of like TikTok representation. Yeah. And that's, I feel like, more your lane. True. Of Taylor stuff. So, you know,
I don't care about Twitter. It's Twitter as a whole. Yeah, I've never wanted to be a part of Stan Twitter on Twitter, but
yeah, it's an interesting place. I was seeing like there was some fighting happening. Like people were like angry about the rule. I'm like, guys, it's gonna be okay. Like, okay, yeah, I don't think somebody should be invited to 2 secret sessions, but if somebody's been invited to a secret session and then they get invited to a premiere, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No, it's not. It's really not that big of a deal. I know it's frustrating because everyone wants their time, but
like they got to realistically like see her for 2 seconds and then watch a movie. Like,
and it wasn't even guaranteed that they would meet you. Like a lot of people that went didn't meet her.
Yeah. So I feel like the fighting is, to me, I'm like, most of you are grown adults. Mm-hmm. Like I understand like it's easy to get caught up and like frustrated and like upset. But also, like, are we really fighting with people on the internet right now?
Right. I hope the initial shock wears off and then you grow up and just be happy because that's not. I had to like legitimately. I had to lay in bed, throw my phone across the room and like breathe because I was like pissing myself off. It was like, I don't like the way this is making me feel. I don't like the way that I'm hating other people for no reason. Like they don't deserve that.
Yeah,
go touch some grass.
And I don't want anyone to be mad at me when I meet her. You know what I mean?
Right. So. No, exactly. Like when my time comes, you better be happy for me.
Exactly. So, I've now decided that I am going to be shaking my metaphorical ass on Twitter for Taylor Swift from here on out.
Yeah.
Because
the one thing you will not catch me doing is like spam tweeting Taylor Nation. When people do that, it's so funny because I know that everyone's doing it like for the intention, and then when they're not noticed, all the tweets get deleted. Like they just like, but you will never catch me doing that. Too embarrassing.
No, I do think sometimes I think like Stan Twitter is a little embarrassing. Like it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out for me. Like I'll go like tweeting all day and then I don't tweet for like a week, and this is why I have like 20 followers and I'm not like,
it's because it's not that serious. It's like you get in these moods where it's like, oh, all I want to do is like make friends on the internet that like Taylor Swift and like, you know, try to get Taylor Swift's but you know, interact, whatever, and then it goes to like, oh, this is not that serious. Like Twitter is actually stupid. It's not worth it for my mental health.
Period. I did end up making a Twitter for the podcast. I really literally will only use it for like updates, but I just like part of me is like I like want to be more active on there, and then I'm like, do you really though? Because you only want to be more active on here right now because you know that they're paying attention to it.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
But anyway, we got sidetracked here a little bit talking about Stan Twitter. But the premiere was a cool idea. I love that they shut the group down. I love that they did a red carpet and let fans walk the red carpet too.
Yeah.
I love that she popped up. I love that Tree was there and her parents were there. It was just fun.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a cool event. Good idea. I was a little mad. I mean, we knew the premiere was happening again, obviously. I was a little mad because I really thought I wasn't going to get any spoilers from it. Like I thought people would keep their mouth shut.
Oh.
I don't know why I thought that.
I don't know why. I knew.
I mean, people keep their mouth shut when real movie premieres happen. You know, there's no spoilers.
I knew Swifties were not keeping their mouth shut.
Because it's like once I calm down from being so upset at people, I log back onto Twitter and I see The Archer was cut, and I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm sorry. like what? You know, it was just like I'm mad all over again.
Before we get into cuts, we need to talk about the most important part of the premiere. Do you know what that this.
Is it Beyonce?
Yes! Beyonce showing up to a Taylor Swift event is legitimately everything I didn't know I needed in this world.
When that picture dropped, I didn't think it was real.
So I woke up and I saw a picture and I'm like, is that fake? Like, I like the picture from, not the picture from the theater, but the other picture of them. I'm like, that could be photoshopped. Like, if somebody's really good, I was like, that just doesn't. I'm like, there's no way. I didn't realize Beyonce was done her tour. I thought she was still touring. So I was like, she's done, there's just no way. And then Taylor posted a picture with her.
I know.
And I was like, oh my God, Beyonce?
It's crazy that no one saw her before that.
Do you know what's crazy? Literally the morning of the premiere, I said to you, what is Beyonce? They're talking about A-list celebrities. What is Beyonce going to show up?
Yeah. Yeah. No one expected that. Absolutely. Because we have never really gotten any, like, interaction between them except maybe hello at an award show or something.
Right. And they're also, like, I've heard from people who know people that they have, like, an agreement to, like, not both really be in the same room at the same time kind of thing. Like, they both know that they take up so much air in a space to, like, if somebody, like, Beyonce didn't go to the VMAs because Taylor was going to, and vice versa. Like, the Grammys and stuff, like, okay, yeah, that's, like, a little bit of a bigger deal, but the, like, smaller award shows, they kind of have, like, an agreement to not be there at the same time. Yeah. So, I think, like, it makes sense, but to see Beyonce show up for that, I thought was so sweet.
It was really sweet. Yeah. I did see a theory, though. I don't know if you saw this. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it.
Ooh, I'm excited. I don't know this.
A user made this.
I've been taking a break from TikTok because I
wish I could take a break from TikTok. Sometimes it does a lot for me. Their username is Reputation, like day in it, which is... Anyways, so they were saying in the GIF that Taylor posted with Beyonce, they are in an empty theater, and behind them, a couple rows behind them, are like empty tables. And they were saying this from the perspective of someone who has like worked on movies or something, where that is very common if you're shooting a scene in the theater to have like tables there for like a director or whatever, so that they can kind of oversee the whole space, whatever, that kind of thing. Oh no, where's my phone? Okay. So they were saying they think maybe Taylor and Beyonce were filming something for AMC because Beyonce also has a tour movie coming out in like December or something. So we're like, are they shooting like some sort of commercial or something? Also, the Grove has 14 theaters, but Taylor only used 13 of them. So they're thinking the 14th one was like a set for whatever they were filming.
Okay. I can maybe get on board with that. That makes logical sense to me. Yeah. Like they're filming some sort of something. Maybe they're going to film a documentary about how movie studios suck.
Maybe.
And fund it yourself.
Yeah. I thought it would be cool if I'm like, well, maybe it could be like a commercial, but I think it would only make sense if like it came out before both of their movies. I don't know.
Yeah, that is kind of weird because it was like, why would Taylor be a part of the promo of Beyonce's movie? But who knows?
Right.
You never know.
Beyonce could have had just a private screening in her own theater, which is probably the most realistic. Or she could have been there filming something with Taylor. But also, I guess it would have been a little weird for Taylor to make this whole poster like, "Thank you for showing up. I can't believe you came."
If she knew she was going to be there.
Paid to be there, basically.
Yeah. Who knows? Only time will tell.
Yeah.
So, we can talk about some cuts that were made.
I'm pissed.
Same. Because I'm the most bothered, I think, by Long Live. Because, like,
me too.
You know that half the people that bought tickets to that show didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
I would have literally rather her cut Enchanted.
And the hype, yeah. Same.
And,
the hype for Long Live,
like, she's aware of it. Like, you know. I just like,
in no world did I think songs were going to be cut from the movie.
And like, didn't her people from her team come out and say there was no cuts?
Oh, I don't know.
I saw that. I saw a tweet about that. It could be. I mean, granted, look at the source. I saw a tweet about it, but I'm just confused. I almost wonder if there's going to be like a director's cut.
Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying, like, on streaming, we'll get a longer one. Because I think someone said something about it has to be under a certain length for, like, an Oscar, but I didn't know that this could have been eligible for an Oscar. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason she made it 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure there is a reason too. And
But
whatever.
I just thought, I'm like, because she does like what, like 3 to 5 speeches. I thought they would cut those. They'll cut transitions. Like, that's got to be 15 minutes right there. Why are you cutting songs? This doesn't make sense to me. Cardigan? You cut Cardigan?
Okay, you cut Long Live and Cardigan, but you left in the Champagne Problem Scream.
Yeah.
Please be so for real.
I don't get it.
Be so
It blows
Taylor,
my
Allison.
mind.
Be for real.
Yeah.
We all heard the screams in person. We know everybody loves you, babe.
It wasn't necessary. And even the speech she does before, like you could have left in the part that said like, "Oh, I always wondered how it would be to sing this song in front of a crowd," and then start.
Right, and even like the lover speech, like we didn't need that whole thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. We'll cut it.
And like the man introduction.
Oh, I love that.
I love the man introduction. I think it's a great part of the show, but like, was it necessary for the movie?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, as devastated as I am about the Archer, Cardigan, and Long Live, I am the most confused about Cardigan, I think.
Well, especially because she left in the whole speech and the spiel about all three, the trilogy, and then you cut out a piece of the trilogy?
Yeah, don't get it. Cut Betty. Like, I don't know.
If we're picking a trilogy song to cut, Betty's the one.
Interesting. Okay.
Like, Betty's the one I'm cutting out of the trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We didn't need that. We didn't even need the whole speech with her.
Right, and then it would have at least made sense that you cut the speech and the song and then whatever. I don't like you cut the lead single.
Yeah.
I
know, yeah, that's what confused me the most.
It doesn't make any sense. I like The Archer is the one I care about the least, to be honest. But you know what? Freaking Justice for Wildest Dreams. I'm so mad.
Oh, Wildest Dreams too. Oh my gosh, it was so funny the way we were talking about this in the last episode, where you were like upset about the Wildest Dreams performance on the 1989 tour.
Why does she hate Wildest Dreams?
And then she just completely cuts it. I lost my mind.
Why does she hate it? She hates me. That was a literal like, Serena, you suck. You're never getting invited to an event, and I hate you.
Yeah, that was her confirmation. Just kidding.
It was.
And it wasn't even the whole song. Like, just leave it in. It's not that serious. It's like 2 minutes of your time. Not even. I don't get it. I don't know, Taylor. Like, I don't mean to complain. The whole cutting thing was just a shock.
It was shocking to me, and like, I'm sure she has her reasons. And Taylor, don't take me off the list for these complaints, please. I love you so much. You do no wrong. It was the director's fault, not yours.
Yep.
I do like that they played Long Live in the credits, though.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. And like the friendship bracelets in the credits, that was cute.
That was cute. Yeah, I think that song made the most sense to play. I thought they were gonna do You're on Your Own, Kid, but since it made it into the tour doc, I think I guess it makes sense to do Long Live.
Yeah, I did love that Kobe Bryant's daughter was the 22 had that.
Was so
I was
sweet.
crying.
Yeah, it was really sweet to see it up close.
I will say, though, my favorite part about, like, the Eras Tour movie is the up-close shots.
Yeah.
Like, getting to notice things I just simply didn't notice. Her chipped nail. Did you notice her chipped nail?
Of course. I turned to Abby. I'm like, is her folklore nail chipped? She's like, what? Like, look closely at the folklore nail.
The nail is chipped. And when I went with my friend Maddie the first night, and she was like, I said to her, I was like, oh my gosh, her nail's chipped. And she goes, you know that ate her up inside. When she was watching this back up, she's so upset that nail was chipped.
When did that nail, did it chip during the show? Because she totally would have fixed it before
I think it had to have chipped during the show.
Oh, how does she?
Yeah, I was like, I know that woman, and I know she was ate up by that chipped nail.
Absolutely, and I bet she was pissed off too about her hair being frizzy in some clips and some not. Like, you could tell when different shots were from different nights because of how straight or curly her hair was.
I know, and my mom said to me, she's like, does she have curly hair? Like, literally through the Lover set. Like, in the very beginning, I'm like, yeah. She's like, I can tell. Like, I can just see it starting to come through.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, it's gonna get worse. Don't worry.
Yep. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's funny to watch her hair go from like the sleek. And as somebody that has curly hair also, that consistently wears their hair straight because I just prefer it that way. I just could feel her pain of like, absolutely. It's so annoying when your hair starts to curl like that.
I'm sure she has the best hairstylist. They use all the best products, and the fact that it still curls up.
Yeah, you just can't. There's literally nothing you can do. Yeah. My mom is a hairdresser. I know how to. This has been my whole life. There's just nothing. You can't fight the genetics of the hair.
Oh, man.
And it's just funny to watch her, like,
But you know what? Normal people wouldn't pick up on this. We are psychotic, so we're picking up on
I'm
all
aware.
of the crazy details. So.
I'm aware that I'm insane. But I just loved, like, being able to see her makeup up close. Like, I did not realize she was wearing, like, shimmery eyeshadow.
Oh, I know. Oh, and her wing is so intense and so
sharp.
And it fits her eyes so well.
It just, like, was crazy. Because, like, you're just simply, like, at the tour, you're never going to be that close to her face.
Yeah.
Like, and when they project her face onto the screens and stuff, the quality is just not as good as it is in the theater. And, like, even, like, the necklace she wears with the lover set, like, I never noticed that.
I think she just started wearing that, though. that's, like, a pretty new addition to her outfit.
That makes sense. Because I was like, I've never seen that before. And I just loved the, like, I don't know, just the little things. Her facial expressions.
How red her lipstick is, too. I didn't realize that either.
It's just, like, her... When I went with a bunch of people on Friday night, my friend's mom was with us, and she was like... She doesn't know, like, every single song, whatever. She was like, I don't even care, though, because I just like watching her. Yeah. Like, you can't, like... You just, it's like all eyes on her. Yeah. No matter, like, she just has so much charisma, and she's such a performer.
Mm-hmm. You forget you're at a concert. Like, it feels like you're at, like, watching a musical. You know, you sit down and you watch.
It's crazy. It's entertaining. And I just love watching her facial expressions and, like, just little things. Like, even, like, the man performance, like, she does that, like, very front of the stage. Mm-hmm. So I was on the floor towards the back of the catwalk. So I just was never seeing it up that close. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know, just seeing all the little details and all the, like, there are so many small little things. Like, even in, like, Last Great American Dynasty, when she says she blew the money on the boys in the ballet, and she's, like, sitting there watching them do, like, a ballet routine, I was just, like, I just don't know that, like, that little things, like, didn't click for me, like, seeing the show in person.
It's hard, too, in person, because I think we're also, like, freaking out and blacking out.
And you're just, like, overwhelmed by this.
It's overwhelming. Yeah.
Exactly. In a movie theater, it's way less overwhelming to just sit there and look at all the little things.
Because I was singing along for the first couple sets, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna watch because I'm feeling overwhelmed. And I'm like, I can because it's a movie, and I can just sit here and observe.
I can come and just watch it, and then I can come again and I can sing, and then I can come back and just like I'm so excited. Yeah, I can't wait till it's on streaming, and I can just watch it whenever I want. Like literally, same. Long live the Eras tour.
Literally, long live the Eras tour. As I was sitting there watching it, I was taking notes on my phone of like things I noticed.
I love
because
tell me more. I should have done this.
I had like my brightness all the way down, and I was like, because it was so bright when I was doing it, and I didn't want to disrupt anyone. Yeah. But I was like, typing. Some of the things didn't even make sense. Let me tell you my absolute favorite part of the film. When she's performing "Cruel Summer," and she gets to the bridge part, and she's like, LA, do you know the lyrics to this one? And everyone's like, and she goes, prove it!
Did she say that other time?
I vaguely remember seeing on Twitter when that happened. I don't know if it was just that time or if she's done it before, but it was always like, scream it!
Yeah, she would say something, but I don't remember it being proven.
Prove it? That, like, shook me to my core.
I know. I also noticed that moment.
Yes. And I was so, like, wow, that was so intense. That was crazy. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the whole thing. Prove it! I also noticed, see, these are just, like, small things. Oh, let me tell you the one thing I didn't like, though, about this
I'm excited.
Documentary.
The sound is making weird things. I don't know. I hate it here. I promise one day we will figure this out.
One day we'll have like crystal clear sound and you'll be so impressed.
Can somebody, if anybody knows anything about audio engineering, please slide in our DMs and help me. Yeah. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what it is. I just need it to sound good. Sorry.
Hate it. Anyway, no, you're good. My least favorite part about the whole thing is the way they had so many jump cuts in the film. I got a headache from watching it because they were cutting every like 3 seconds. It was a new angle.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like a lot of cutting.
They did it a lot during the Lover and
I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry.
They did it too much during the Lover and Fearless sets. I think once it got to Reputation, it got really intense for a second, and then I think it got better. But that was something that was just like, and I feel like a lot of the iconic moments where she does like iconic moves during the tour, I think they miss those.
I feel like it was a lot of times when there was like iconic things happening, it was like a zoom out. of like everything happening.
Yes.
And like I just feel like there was close-ups where I wanted there to be zoom outs.
Yeah. And vice versa. Yeah.
But I will say, like, going 3 times and, like, just, like, gauging the people love Reputation, bro.
They do.
Like, the Reputation set comes on and everybody's like, let's go! And I don't know if it's because it follows, what's it right after?
Evermore.
So it's, like, after, a low, and it, like, and I think she did that on purpose. Like, Evermore is a little bit slower, sadder songs, and then, like, okay, let's get pumped up with the Reputation and, like, bring the crowd back around.
Yeah.
And it was just funny for me to see that, like, interaction in person. Like, obviously at the concert, everybody's freaking out all the time. But in the movie theater, like, it was just, I just had a solid distinction. Like, when Reputation came out, everyone, like, the energy in the room changed.
Absolutely. Yeah, it did something for me, too. I started screaming, and I don't know what came over me.
I
think Ready For It just gets you so pumped, too. Like, hearing, like, the heels clacking.
The heels clacking and, like, the hissing of the snake. And, I don't know. I just love it.
Yeah.
I love the Reputation set.
The one thing I saw on TikTok, can't take credit for this, but you know how when each era was starting, it like flashed the name of that era on the screen.
I loved that.
I loved that.
They did.
Also,
they were so cute.
They were so cute. But the Reputation one is different than like Reputation stolen version. So people are like, "Oh my god, this is the Taylor's version."
It's the Taylor's version font.
Like the R is capitalized.
Yeah,
which is wild.
I also like the Look What You Made Me Do performance is so camp and wonderful. I love it so much.
Yeah. It's so good.
I'm obsessed with it.
The transition from Look What You Made Me Do into Don't Blame Me, the way that the camera like circles around her like that, had me gagged.
I know.
I was screaming at that point. That was insane. That was crazy to watch.
Freaking love the Eras tour. Yeah. I love it. I don't even have anything else to say.
I'm sure we could come up with things for like weeks and weeks and weeks on like things that we notice and like different.
Oh, for sure. Just I'm trying to think of other like little things that I was like, oh my gosh, like I just didn't even. Oh, you know what? I loved the detail of the Evermore dress up close. Like the yellow, like I always was like, I don't really like this dress that much, but like up close, like looking at the details of it, I was like, no, it is pretty. And her Evermore shoes are cute.
Yeah.
Never noticed them.
Yeah, no, it's tough to see them too.
And also the red shoes are the only branded thing I've ever seen that woman wear. They have the Christian Louboutin, Louboutin symbol on them. Yeah, they have the CL. Huh. And I was like, oh, yeah, like she's not flashy with brands. Well, obviously, you know when it's Christian Louboutin, the red bottoms are very obvious. Like it is what it is. You can't really hide that. But for the most part, she doesn't really wear like very flashy designer stuff. She wears designer things, but she's not walking out with like a Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag that has LVs all over it. Right. Like it's more subtle when she wears like high end brands like that.
It's usually custom made too.
Right. And all her shoes are custom made. And I also didn't notice this at the tour, but during the Reputation set, all the dancers are wearing Louboutins too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Your uniform is
literally once again drop the budget because I need to know what you spent on all this.
No, and like that stage, like obviously I saw the stage in person. I know how crazy it was, but like that stage has to be like I don't even know how much it costs, but the answer is a lot. Yeah. And the fact that there's 3 of them is crazy.
No, it's insane.
I would like to know what the budget is. I would also like to know. I'm so nosy. I want to know what each dancer makes individually. Do they all make the same amount? Is there some that are like leads and some that are not? Like I want the please give me the financial statement.
Yeah, no, it's not adding up for me because I mean her tickets they weren't cheap, but they weren't so expensive, and I'm like, how are ticket sales paying for any of this? Taylor gets paid, the dancers get paid, the crew gets
merch
paid.
Makes a lot of money.
That's so true.
I personally know someone who works in merch sales. So the merch, the way that it works is the stadiums either run the merch themselves or they contract a team to come in and run the merch. Mm-hmm. In Philly, they contract a team. I know somebody who works for this team. Okay. And he told me that in Philadelphia alone, she made $700,000 in one night.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just merch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's one night in one city.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I wonder then if merch is the main don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my hand around the financials, and I don't really.
I just want to
Gives me a
know.
headache.
I want to know the answers. I would like her to. I'm just nosy, so I just want to know. Like, the logistics of the tour, I want to know about so bad. And I really, with my whole chest, like, if we don't get an Eras Tour documentary about the planning process and the behind the scenes, I'm going to be devastated.
Me too. Just gotta keep saying it to manifest it.
Like, please, Taylor, I just want to understand the logistics so bad. I want to, like, get to know the dancers better. There could be a 10-part series on the Eras Tour of just the behind the scenes.
I just don't think.
And we're not going to get it. I know it's not realistic, but I would eat that up so bad. Like, bring back the vlogs.
Yeah.
Bring back the Fearless Day vlogs.
Yeah, I'll settle for, like, bad quality vlogs in the back of the van.
Please.
That's what. Oh my god.
The sound is doing weird things. I just want to cry right now.
Oh, I hate that.
It stopped.
Oh, okay, good.
Why?
Oh.
Today has been a disaster, guys.
It's only up from here. I'm trying to think if there's other, like, things I saw that I don't. Oh, during the rep set when she sings "Delicate," you know how, like, the floor cracks and all that.
It's one of my favorite parts of the whole show.
It's so cool, and I have noticed it before, but I didn't really notice that she walks around the whole diamond, like, cracking it in a circle, and then kind of goes into the middle, and the whole stage cracks.
I love it.
That was wild to see.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's why I was very grateful to have floor seats for the floor experience, but then seats that weren't floor seats because the stage is so cool.
It is. It's
and you
so
miss
hard to, like, observe everything.
Yeah, there's just so much happening.
There's so much to see. Did you have a favorite performance from the tour?
Mm-hmm.
And then did that change seeing the film?
Okay, so my favorite performance is the same, and it's Tolerate It. Sorry, not sorry. I love when that woman is dramatic. I love, like, her climbing on the table and throwing shit off of it is literally everything I want more.
I didn't realize that she filled the glasses with water and then still
smacked
them. Yeah.
Amen.
I knew she smacked them, but I was like, oh my god, wow, she
and, like,
totally fills it.
when she, like, cleans the glass, I just love it. I also love the last Great American Dynasty performance too.
Yeah.
I just love a storytelling. And My Tears Ricochet laying on the ground is also amazing. And I also love I love the whole thing.
You can only have one.
But the Look What You Made Me Do performance is really, like I said, it's really camp and cool, and I love it.
Yeah.
And just, like, the dancers, like, being in her, like, old costumes, and then, like, I'm gonna get you. I just love it.
Yeah, no, it's so good. For me, The Last Great American Dynasty is, it's one of my favorite songs, and I think each time I've saw the tour, I've just freaked out when she plays it because she's playing one of my favorite songs, and I still can't believe it. But seeing it up close, and like you were saying earlier, like, seeing her facial expressions, I was watching, like, the character or the dancer who plays Rebecca the whole time. That was so cool to see.
She
to just watch her
was the perfect choice to play Rebecca.
She nailed it. And seeing that up close, I was like, I think this is my favorite performance ever.
Yeah. I love it. It's so good. I also had a thought and it just left my brain so fast.
Love that.
Yep. Going with the wind. I don't even know what I was going to say.
I was a little disappointed in the way that the camera recorded the My Tears Ricochet performance, though. I feel like it missed, again, going back to the whole, like, cutting in the wrong places, I feel like it really missed that iconic walk that she does.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
It did.
Dancers. It did kind of miss that.
They showed it for, like, a couple seconds, and I was like, I wish it would have been, like, a minute-long clip of her just walking down the catwalk with those dancers.
Yeah, because it's such a, like you said, an iconic part of the performance.
Or when she goes, I can go anywhere I want, just not home, and she does the whole dun dun dun, and, like, falls to the ground. The camera misses that. It zooms out.
It zooms out. I know.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
And then it comes back in when she's low.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That part.
The camera should have been going with her in that moment, like, moving with her. Yeah, there were definitely some choices about.
It also
clips
cut out the Ready for It walk. You know that where they're, like, almost skipping down they cut that. I mean, didn't cut it out, but the thing was wrong. They missed the fearless twirl that she did.
Why was the camera not twirling with her? Like, that is the moment where it should have been
it should've
going
been
around
That
her.
would've
Come
been cute.
on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was so pissed. I'm in here right in my notes. I'm like, they cut this part again.
Yeah. Oh, I liked seeing her come out of the stage for the first time up close like that. And I also really liked the shot that they used for Lavender Haze. In the beginning of Lavender Haze when she come I liked the shot they used there.
Oh yeah.
It was like it felt like a different perspective. I know it's not.
Where she like walks out of the
walks out of the floor up the stairs, yeah.
That's true.
I liked that.
It felt reminiscent of the music video.
Yes, I agree. I liked that. I like that performance a lot too. I always forget how much I like that song. And then it comes on and I'm like the production. I like the production of that song.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the Midnight's performances were kind of underrated because at that point, like,
everybody's so tired.
We're tired. We're just like, we've been screaming and crying all night, kind of thing. So yeah, again, it was just cool to sit back.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say earlier. Not to cut you off. Okay. I didn't realize the secret song. I have two things. Secret song piano is the first thing. I didn't realize that how reminiscent it is of the Grammy's dress. Number one, the flowers are the same on it. Of the Grammy's dress.
Oh, of the piano?
Yes. And I thought the whole thing was painted. The flowers are not. They're 3D.
She had it remade for the filming of it. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I had that in my notes. I was mad about that.
Oh. Because that makes... I didn't realize that. Like, I just thought I just didn't see it correctly.
Yeah, no,
like,
you saw it correctly. They were painted.
Oh.
But yeah, now they're 3D.
I
had the same thought when I saw, like, when the new piano popped up in LA. I was like, oh my god, are they, like, straight from the Grammys dress? They are a little different.
But they're way more similar.
Of it, yeah.
Yeah. I actually kind of think I like the 3D better. It should have been like that the whole time.
I don't know. I like
no,
the painted.
You like the painted?
Yeah.
Okay, and I also, the folklore guitar, the little etching on it with, like, the butterfly and the hummingbird.
Yeah.
So pretty.
It's so pretty. And I don't think I would have noticed it unless I didn't. I drew all the guitars from it for, like, a thing I was doing.
Yeah.
And that's the only way I noticed it. But it is so pretty. It's an underrated guitar.
Yeah, I never saw it until now. And I didn't realize also that the Fearless guitar, like, that's the full shimmer one, right? With the gems.
Yeah.
Has a 13 in it.
Yeah. I know.
Again, I just don't see these things from further away. And, like, I also feel like I'm so overwhelmed in the moment. I'm not looking at the little things like that. And I love the little things. I'm very detail oriented, like, as a person in my own life. So seeing her have these, like, very, like, detail oriented moments, I'm like, oh, bestie, we're the same.
Yes, exactly. Same. I can appreciate the details.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I've been seeing on TikTok people with the Olivia Rodrigo sound that I see most things that people ignore. About, like, and, like, having little things. Do you know what I wish there was more of? I wish we had a stronger blooper reel.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much footage out there of the bloopers. Like, please, like, there were some, like, at the end, like, in the credits. But I wish we would have had more. Like, there's been so many things in the Eras tour.
Right.
And I just wish we would have had a more, like...
I know.
Like,
that made
serious blooper reel.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll get one in the extended version.
Maybe we'll get one in the documentary.
That just proved to me that they obviously are recording every show. Like, even though they're not on the stage at every show, like, you have all the footage. Like, drop the Dropbox link. I would like to see it all.
Please, bestie. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there's got to be more out there that we're not seeing.
Agreed.
Like, for something else, or... Also, the Cruel Summer music video that we haven't gotten yet, what the hell is she waiting for? We know it's out there. We know it's done. It's sitting. Someone's got to press send. He's got to press publish.
Somebody's got to press send.
Like, did someone forget?
I wonder if it's uploaded in the YouTube channel and it just didn't... Nobody clicked live yet.
I would love to know. I'm confused. I really thought we were going to get that before the tour doc came out, or the tour movie came out.
I feel like at this point... I thought the only time I thought we were going to get a Cruel Summer music video was when she decided to release it as a single 2 years later. But, like, since she didn't do it then, I'm like, or more than 2 years, actually. Since she didn't do it then, I'm like,
The time has passed at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I think for a while
especially summer's over, hon.
Like, yes! Yeah, unless she's waiting until next summer, which is a little ridiculous. But
weird.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Cruel Summer was, like, sitting so close to number one for all that time. If you would have just launched the music video, I'm sure it would have
pushed it over.
I just don't understand why she had like she teased it on Instagram. There was that whole like, I mean, granted that could have been a teaser for the tour movie that we didn't know we were getting, but it was edited differently. It had like a weird filter on it.
I agree. I don't know. This woman, you can never quite know all the tricks she has up her sleeve.
Yeah. No, you can't.
No. But
Fingers
I know. Before we go, I need to talk about the Travis Kelce of it all.
Oh, sure.
Because like, are they calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend? Because I think so.
At this point, yeah.
Like the interlocking handholds.
Yeah.
Pushing the security guard out of the way.
Yep.
Hand along the waist to get her out of the car.
Holding her arm like a football.
Holding her hand with two hands. Yeah. I will never forgive her for missing the Eagles game, though.
That was crazy. I was so convinced she was coming.
I was, like, dead secure that she was coming. The only thing I can think of that, because Travis was there, and he was on the sidelines, so I'm thinking he wanted to be down there, and she wasn't going to do that.
That's fair. Yeah.
But she could have sat with Donna.
That's true.
Just kidding. Donna hates her. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Have you not seen all the drama about this?
I have.
I actually don't think Donna hates her at all.
Yeah. No, I think the drama is literally she did an interview and they were like, "Oh, what's it like sitting with Taylor?" and she said it's okay.
Yeah.
I think the woman's just nervous to say anything wrong.
Okay, yeah. So I've had many people ask me about this, and I've had a couple people have been in our DMs on Instagram asking about this. So I would like to give my statement about this. Are we ready? My statement is that Donna Kelce is a national treasure. Leave her alone. That's number one. Number two, the woman was just trying to get the interviewer to stop asking her questions about it because she doesn't want to talk about her adult son's private life, who it's just not her business to talk about. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, Taylor and Travis want to be pictured. They want to be seen together. They want the public attention, clearly. When they're doing a pap walk that they probably call the paparazzi for, they're smiling and holding hands and thrilled to be there. But do they want to talk about if their families like each other? No. Like, that's like crossing a line. And Donna's not going to come out here and say she doesn't want to talk about it. Mm-hmm. She made that clear earlier in the interview. If you listen to the interview in the entirety, when they ask her about it a few questions before, she wants to move past it. And then they ask again. So she was just like, what response can I possibly give this human being to stop asking me these questions? Mm-hmm. And she's okay was the answer.
Yeah. No, exactly. And she's not media trained. She's not this huge celebrity. She's just someone with who just wants to watch her sons play football. And okay, great, he's dating one of the famous people in the whole world. Like, obviously Taylor's very private, and I'm sure she knows that, and she's not gonna go out here and spill all their business. I'm sure she also has signed lots of NDAs, and she just like doesn't know what she can say and doesn't want to talk about it.
Right, and also she clearly doesn't dislike her, because every time they're seen sitting there together, it's all smiles and laughs. And I can guarantee you this, if they didn't like each other or Donna didn't like her, she wouldn't sit in the same freaking box as her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a big stadium.
It's a big stadium. Lots of places to be.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing just is annoying. I'm so sick of... I love the relationship. I really do. But I'm so sick of hearing about it. I'm so sick of everyone giving their 2 cents and nitpicking everything, like his mom or the fact that she didn't go to the Eagles game or like whatever. Like I'm sick of hearing opinions on it.
I know. I'm obsessed with it though. Like I truly I'm a Tavis till I die.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. I love the relationship. It's great, but I don't want people who aren't Taylor fans trying to talk to me about it.
So true. If you're not a Taylor fan, it's not a conversation for you.
It's just
mind your business.
Why is this the one thing you want to talk about? Yeah, I get it. She's in a new relationship. It's exciting. Everyone's happy for her. Everyone ships it. Great, but like, why do you never want to talk about Taylor with me anytime else when she does other things for her career and herself? Like, why now?
Period.
It just makes me so angry, and I'm just over it. And I don't want her to be overexposed either, because I was even seeing like...
We're towing the line.
Yeah, exactly. Like when she didn't go to that one Chiefs game, she didn't go to, and people were like, "Oh my God, we're getting a breakup album soon." LOL. Like that's not even a funny joke. It's not a funny joke anymore.
She missed one game.
Never was.
Like right. Relax. And also, I really thought she was going to go to the Eagles game, to be honest. But it does make sense that she didn't, because I think also like it was a big game for Jason, and I think they didn't want to take the attention away from Jason.
That's true. Yeah, no, that makes sense, actually.
Like
Like you were saying earlier, she's very aware of everywhere she goes. She is, like, the most talked about person in the room.
she takes up all the air in the space.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fine. Like, but she, I think, is just, like, aware of, like, when it's appropriate and when it's not. And that was a big deal for Jason. And I think, you know, I don't know why she made the decision, why she didn't go, but I was surprised to see them together later that night. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Shocking. I'm always surprised to see them together, even though I know that they are together. It's just wild that they keep, like, going out to restaurants and holding hands.
Nobu. I can't believe they went to Nobu. Like, of all places, why are you going somewhere I can go? Go somewhere cooler.
Going somewhere I can. I mean, it's expensive, isn't it?
I know, but it's not, like, that insane.
I guess. Yeah.
Like, who picked Nobu?
I don't know.
Probably Travis. Nobu gives me Travis energy.
Oh my god.
Like, Nobu is where influencers go, not Taylor Swift.
Right. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Well, that was after SNL. Oh my god, we didn't talk about the SNL bit either.
No.
The whole thing with that.
The SNL of it all. I feel like I was kind of, let's save that for our monthly recap episode.
Okay. It's like amazing.
I just needed to talk about Travis a little bit. They went to Nobu before, they went to Catch after.
Oh.
Because the after party was at Catch.
No. Okay. I was just wondering, like, maybe some other people from SNL also went to Nobu. I don't know. Maybe that's why. They didn't pick it.
Yeah. They did. They didn't pick Catch. I've been keeping extensive notes on her moves this October.
Because I haven't, so that's good.
It's alright. I got it covered. I have I'll show you my note. It's got screenshots of outfits and everything in it.
Perfect. Amazing. Good. I love that we're getting outfits.
I'm having a 1989 release party, and I made a collage. Like, people are like, "Oh, what do I wear? What's the attire?" Mm-hmm. So I made a collage of, like, 9 pictures of Taylor, and I said the attire is New York City It Girl.
There you go. That's perfect.
And I sent it to everyone.
That's a great theme.
Wow. I'm obsessed with my outfit. I can't wait to show it off.
Yes.
It's so cute. It's gonna be such a slay. We'll post pics. Maybe one of these days Emily will come to my release parties.
Maybe one day I won't be busy.
She missed not one but 2.
The second one hasn't even happened yet. First of all.
But you're not coming.
I'm sorry. I'm in a wedding.
It's fine. If anyone who misses my reputation party is no longer a part of my life, so.
Oh boy, I better get it together by February or whatever it's called.
Oh gosh.
It can't come out in May. It can't come out in November. I'm trying to think of weekends that I'm already booked and busy.
February is a great time for Reputation to come back out, in my opinion.
Too cold. I don't leave my house though, so sorry.
We'll do it indoors. It's not going to be an outdoor party in February.
In my bedroom, so I can lay in my bed, or else can't come.
I will kill you.
Just kidding. We'll see. It'll be fun.
I'm already planning my Reputation outfit, but I did want to wear those snake tights, and then you said on how they're the most worn thing to the Eras Tour, and I'm like, damn it, I don't want to be basic.
No, it's okay. It's a basic sleigh though. Like, I love those tights.
I love them so much. Yeah. With a leather skirt, please.
No, you gotta do it. I honestly, though, if I were to go to the Eras Tour again, I would consider wearing those snake tights.
If I go to the Eras Tour again, I'm definitely going to be Reputation themed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we should wrap this up. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. We're done here. We are going to come at you next time with good sound. I'm putting it into the universe. God is going to bless me with an audio engineer in our DMs to teach me how to function in the world with a microphone. I'm about to just call Taylor's team up and let them hook us up here.
That's on period. Good luck with that.
Thank you. Also, at this point, all of our episodes are uploaded on YouTube. I'm very proud of the thumbnails.
I'm proud of you.
I love them very, very much. So please go look at them and click like, subscribe, rate, review, whatever. Do all the things. Share us on Instagram and tell your friends. And be on the lookout for a giveaway of the bucket and cup.
Slay. Love it.
All right. Bye, friends. We will talk to you next week.
Bye.